Happy Friday. Today is Friday, December the 2nd, 2022. Today's daily Bible readings come to us from Psalm 72, 1 through 7, 18 through 19, Isaiah 30, 19 through 26, and then Acts 13, 16 through 25. And I'm going to talk about Acts today. Look at that section. Yesterday, I talked about how, Israel, the story, what's going on in Isaiah about the future of Israel, the future of Jerusalem, the future of Zion, harkens back to the story of ancient Israel. Telling the story of Israel is really important throughout the Bible, especially in the New Testament. We see it over and over again. In the Old Testament, whenever we have the prophets and the prophets identify themselves or they're identifying the God on whose behalf they're speaking, they oftentimes tell the story of Israel, right? I am the God of, thus saith the Lord, I am the God of Isaac, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I did this, and then I I delivered you out of Egypt, and I led you through the wilderness, and then I did this for you, and I gave you this king, and I saved you from these people. So telling the story is an important way of identifying the people and identifying who God is and identifying what God's doing. And so here in Acts, we've got the story of Israel as told by Paul, which is interesting because he doesn't, he's much like the ancient prophets. He doesn't sugarcoat it, and he implies that Israel was kind of a handful to deal with. He uses the language, he put up with them for 40 years in the wilderness, right? Put up with them in the wilderness. He made a place for them in the land. And after that, he gave them judges to, keep them out of trouble or get them out of trouble. And after all that, they asked for a king, right? Which, you think about it, after all that he'd already done for them, and they're like, no, that's not good enough. We want a king. Kind of a slap in the face. And then he says, and now God has taken that request and used David's line, that great king that God gave them. He's used that line to bring them a king that will be the only one that they will ever need, right? It's used the throne of David to do this incredible thing. And to bring about one who, as John says, right? Paul quotes John here at the end of this passage, says, the predecessors, even John himself, is not fit to just even stoop down and do the most menial thing for him, right? Untie his sandals, right? So that's what we're looking for as we wait in this season, right? It's not Christmas yet. I know y'all think it is, and now you see all the decorations, but it's not Christmas, right? Give it a chance. Give it take a breather and think about what this season is, this Advent season. We are waiting for the advent of this one whom Paul talks about. The one towards whom all of Israel's history has been directed. The king we celebrated on Christ the King Sunday just 2 weeks ago is the child we will celebrate on Christmas morning. And right now we hope and we dream and we pray and we prepare for his advent. Anyway, that's the DBR for today. Get out, enjoy the day. We'll see you on Monday. Boop.